Okay. So the Yellow Jackets have come to Canada. It's kind of um, important, okay, that we all get together on this thing. I want to see, I'm going live to see if any of you will come up with some comments and also talk about the channel, where it's at with the Broncos thing, the meetings with the ministers, and the report I'm putting in, and so on and so on. So, whoop, this is going to be live, and I'm waiting to see if there's anybody that's going to come in on this. But if this goes back up on YouTube, at least you'll get to know what everything's all about. Um, so now I don't know what I'm doing here. Share on. Okay, share on Google or whatever. Um, tap for chat. Some messages. Welcome to live chat. Okay, remember to guard your privacy. Okay. I guess live chat is on. So if anyone wants to throw out a comment or what the hell or whatever. I don't know if anyone's out there yet or not. I don't know. But basically, the Yellow Jackets have come to Canada. And that's a major step in the right direction, if you ask me, because this friggin' Trudeau guy, he's out of his fucking nut, as far as I'm concerned. You know, any protest I come across, I'm going to stop and join the protest because, uh, you know, it may be a good way to get the word out as far as how unjust this government is getting to be. Like even for smokers, people that smoke cigarettes, okay? A pack of smokes used to be like $5 or something like that when I first started. And maybe everybody don't like smoking, but some people do. Some people do it. Whatever. It's individuality, freedom. Okay, that's part of what free country is all about. Being free. I mean, not being judged because you're a smoker. Okay, for example. Okay. Anyway, but because I'm a smoker, the the price is going up to is I mean it's getting astronomical. You know it's too much of a money grab, just like the carbon tax. Okay, the carbon tax is a joke. Okay, it's purely a money grab, because you cannot change the weather. Okay, I mean, no matter how much money you collect or think you're going to pass out, it's still a money grab. That's all there is to it. Okay, I mean, it's not saving the planet. Okay, it's bullshit. I mean, they're taking your spending power out of your pocket and making you think, you get it all back in taxes, and then that starts to be a gouge. Like the broken welfare system is like that. If you go on social services because you're down and out and you expect to get help, that's not the case. They're barely giving you enough money to live on, so you borrow or you ask for more money. And anyway, so they call it, well, whatever you're over the allowance on, and you ask for more money or something in that respect, you're going to pay it back. So they collect this, and now you owe this money you know, from your taxes. Okay, so there's a lot of unfairness here. I mean, as far as the human equation goes, okay, let's call it that, the human equation. People that smoke, people that drink. What I do on my time is my private business. Okay, this is an invasion of your rights and your privacy, and that's where the Yellow Jackets are coming in, because enough is enough, and you've got to stand up and you've got to start saying something. you know so that's what it's come to. And that's where Yellow Jackets have come from. This carbon tax is insane. When a person has to hold two jobs, okay, to make ends meet, like this is crazy, okay, totally friggin' nuts. What are we handing down to our kids that it's miserable? To have to hold down two jobs, or the minimum wage isn't enough to support, all these tax hikes and everything else, and on. It's just making things insane. There's a movement right now, and it went in front of uh, Vancouver City Council because the dispensaries there were getting jerked around, okay, with the fact of they need a license, okay, and they're getting jerked around. In other words, Trudeau's government, their plan is a total takeover. This government is corrupt, as far as I'm concerned, because instead of legalizing marijuana, they just wanted the whole market. They wanted to take over everything. Okay, but they didn't understand the culture. They didn't understand that marijuana is more of a medicine than it is anything else. Okay, and people have a right to self-medicate. For example, if I have a headache, I can take aspirin or Tylenol or something like that. I'm self-medicating because I have some pain. Okay. Well, that's the same thing marijuana is. It's a medicine. It cures cancer, and it does many other different things, which I'm not going to get all total into. But back to the Vancouver thing, okay? So the mayor comes up and he says, okay, these dispensaries have to get in line with the program, okay? But he didn't take into account, this is a new mayor, he didn't take into account that there's a major opioid epidemic in Vancouver. People are dying like flies, okay? And weed is the one thing that is stopping um, a majority of people, having a major death. Okay, so like this is a major friggin' crisis going on here. Okay, with the opioid thing. Okay, so okay. So now he's up against it now. Okay, the talent. So I'd like to know what's going on with that. That's another thing. But there are so many things popping up in this country now. Okay, and it's a good thing. Okay, and I'm just gonna throw my hats off to the Yellow Jacket movement, because if I see one, I'm gonna go get a yellow jacket. If I see one, I'm gonna join too, because if we've got such a corrupt government, they've got to be put back into check. Okay, we the people are the ones the government is supposed to be working for. The government's supposed to be working for us, not us working for the government. Okay, now when you're being taxed up the ass for this, for that, and a dying tax. Come on. When you're getting taxed up the ass for all of this, and what are you taking home? What are you accomplishing? You know what I mean? Like, and then this goes on till my retirement, and then my retirement comes up, and what I've got to retire with isn't even going to be enough to support what's going on. Like, this is a joke. Okay, the way things are going in the shitter, okay? And that's basically what's happening, okay? You're working your ass off day after day, only to find out, say, for example, the bottom drops out of your industry. Then what? Okay? Well, a lot of people started waking up, okay? And it's about time people do start waking up in this country we call Canada. Because if you don't, you know, shit's going to happen, and it's already happening, okay? So now, people are starting to wake up, though. There was some movements, some yellow jacket movements in Estevan and in Yorkton, and some in Regina. Now, I just got there. I mean, this much so far done so far. So, I mean, I'm still researching this. So, there could have been more in Alberta. I think there was more in Alberta, but it's come and it's time, you know. So, if you are upset with the government, okay, and Trudeau, I suggest you go get a yellow jacket because I'm sure gonna, because it's time. You know, I mean, we have got to get ourselves heard that we are pretty fucking pissed off. Because if you've ever watched Trudeau in the House of Parliament, okay, and it's question period, does this fucker ever give a straight answer when he's on that fucking in that seat? I mean, this guy was elected by the fucking people of this country, and he hasn't even got the nuts to answer a straight friggin' question. I mean, I find that just insulting, right to the nuts. You know, this guy's supposed to be representing our country, okay, and the people. And look at what he's was coming out of his mouth. I mean, it's sad. It's very, very sad. And he's just like his dad. His dad was like that too. You couldn't get a straight fucking answer out of that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And he always double talk, double talk. You know, like shit. You know, and you wonder what the hell. What did he say? You know, like after he answered the question. You know, like what the fuck. Well, that's why Trudeau is. Okay, is just like his dad. Ain't no fucking good. So he's got to go. Okay, Trudeau has got to go out of office because he's not helping the country. He's sinking it. Okay, and it's he's making this country into a police state. Okay, where the police don't need any evidence or nothing. They could just haul you out of your car now and say you've been impaired. You're impaired. That's all they need to do. Here's your ticket. Here you're going to court. That's all they have to do because they don't need no evidence now. Okay, or a show cause or anything. Okay, and that's like letting the cops loose on everybody, and now we're fucked. Now we've got to fight our asses off in courts. Okay, thank you very much, Trudeau. Thank you very much for that. Now all the people in Canada have to go and fight their asses off in court to say that they're innocent. You know, like this is uncalled for. I mean, if you do some research, look up the Fifth Estate, okay, and that thing, okay. I've got it on my channel. Just go and look on, you know, like videos or whatever. You'll find it. It's the Fifth Estate one, and the cops, in order to get their brownie points, they arrest innocent people and tell them that they're impaired, and they go to jail and pay the lawyers and everything else, and it's a cost to you. And you know, at the end was these people never even touched a joint, okay, and yet they're being accused. We're accused of impaired driving. That's how bad it is here now. Okay, now these cops, they want to get brownie points. All they got to do is I think you're impaired. That's it. Okay, that's what it really comes down to. Okay, because they can pull you out of. They don't need no reason or nothing. The gloves are off. Okay, that's the way it is. Okay, either way, all because they're saying we have all these impaired drivers on the road. Are you fucking out of your mind? I'm on a fucking road all the time. Okay, all the time. I don't see it so bad that we need these steps taken to get impaired drivers off the road. Trust me, I've pulled over a few myself. Okay, in my younger days, I know what an impaired driver is. Okay, but what they're talking about and what's going on is two different things. Okay, and I'm going to say that much about it. Do your research on that. Look into the states what's already been going on, and now with Trudeau's government, he's brought this same type of mentality into our police forces, and I'm telling you, that's going to be the next biggest thing. So I say with the Yellow Jackets coming to Canada, I say, well, the gloves are off, guys, and like I say, protest time is here, and maybe that's what we've got to do. You know, maybe stand up there and let them take notice and keep it going. until our voices are heard. I mean, that's the only way to do it. I mean, keep going, protest after protest every fucking weekend. I don't give a fuck. I'll join if I see one. I'll join in it. You know, and if anyone wants to come across and let me know where there's one that's close to me right now, I'm in Battleford. Let me know because I'll most certainly join. Um, no doubt about it. I'll get the cams out and the whole bit. So anyway, guys, I'm going to cut this short. I don't know. This is my first live broadcast. I don't even know where the comments are here, if there's any at all, or what. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I've got a blank screen. Oh, okay. So the camera basically turned the other way. What's this? Live chats. Welcome to live chats. I don't know if this thing has come on or what, but I don't see any chat. So maybe I don't know. I don't know. What? Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe okay. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it short, guys. Do join the channel, subscribe. I'm joining up with any other channels that are out there that are for this Yellow Jackets thing. That's where I'm headed with right now, and along with the other stuff, we are in touch with the highway ministers across Canada. I'm sending them a brief. They're all gone now until after Christmas. So nothing's going to be done until sometime in January or something like that. I'll hear anything more on that. But until then, it's just publications I'm putting out to try and get some awareness on that. We need to up our standards for Class 1. I mean, we're calling for 4 to 5 years driving experience before you should be able to go for your Class 1. That's upping the game, okay? And that's how I same page. And so we're getting together and we're getting our voices out there. And I suggest you join along. If you want to become a part of that, I'm sure there's going to be some stuff over that. And the ELD thing doesn't work in Canada. So that's the other part of it too. So anyways, until next time, YouTube, I'm going to cut this short here now. So I hope to see you somewhere out there on the protest line or on the channel in the comments. So until then, ciao for now. No, I don't know how to. Okay, ciao for now. Okay. Uh, Mute my phone. No. Share. Now I got to figure out how to shut it down. So we might be on here for a bit more until I figure out. Oh, wait, until I figure out how to shut it off. Let's see here. I don't know.